time for us to say goodbye to Guadalupe River State Park. Head on up north, going to Inks Lake.
We have arrived. Inks Lake State Park. Different from a lot of the parks that we've been to the way it's laid out. We're in site number 79. And it's kind of odd in that we're right here on the street, but it's okay. There's only 2 other campsites on this little loop, so we shouldn't have a whole lot of traffic coming by. You gotta be careful. The table is right on the road. Pretty flat site, pretty level. Didn't take us too much effort to get her leveled up. It's a 50 amp with water, no sewer. Slopes a little to the outside. So I had to put some 2x blocks under there. All of the waterfront sites were full, so we opted for the most remote we could find. Keep the dogs from going nuts. Get everything set up and start shooting some scooter videos. Stay tuned. Well, here I am Inks Lake State Park. I was out doing a little scouting, getting ready to planning my scooter tour video, because the way this park is laid out, it's kind of convoluted. Ended up way out here on South Fishing Pier. This is the opposite end of the park from where we are set up. But it's peaceful. There's nobody here. All right, I'm still on my pre-scooter video scouting mission. I saw this trail. It leads to the amphitheater, so I thought I'd go down here and check out this view. I think the amphitheater is right over there. It's a very uneven granite surface, so I must step carefully. But as you can see, it's just beautiful out here. Right now we've got a north wind blowing, so it's not too overwhelmingly hot. But I bet you during normal weather conditions, this little granite knob is hotter than Hades. They actually have a camp store here. So it's like a convenience store. Got all of your camping necessities. They don't sell minnows, they do sell worms. They've got a little hot dog stand that's selling snow cones too. So if you don't come fully prepared, you can pick up some extra stuff at the camp store. Well, we have scooter trouble in paradise, but I think I've sorted it out. So we've got the charge going on now. The little light on my charger was showing green, but battery power was pitiful. It's almost empty. Messed around with some connections and got the red light to come on. So there's a little red light right here. When it's charging, it shows red. When it's not connected but plugged in, it shows green. And when the batteries are fully charged, it shows green. Well, I had almost dead batteries and it was still green. I messed around with some connections, pulled out a fuse and plugged it back in, and lo and behold, the red light came on. So not exactly sure what I did, but I got it working. So anyway, we'll be back on the road tomorrow when we got a full charge. Won't have to worry about getting stranded and having to call for rescue. So anyway, I'm gonna go cook some jalapenos. All right. Here we are, Inks Lake State Park. We are at the entrance to the campground area, the headquarters. Now, this is a very interesting park, the way it's laid out. Man, that was fun. I've made my way over here to the north end of Inks Lake State Park. I'm on the trail that leads to the infamous Devil's Waterhole. Gone as far as I can on the scooter. I might have to do a little biped locomotion, which, as you know, is not one of my favorite things to do, but we're gonna go back up there and see what there is to see. Not sure how navigable the trail is gonna be for me, but we'll give it a go. I'm gonna give it a shot. We're gonna see if we can scoot it. All right, we have made it to the Devil's watering hole and the head of the Valley Springs Trail. There's only one spot that I had any trouble navigating, and it's gonna be a little tough going back out as well. But I am not gonna go up there. Sounds like there's a whole lot of people down here swimming. And there it is. The Devil's swimming hole, watering hole, whatever it's called. That's it. If you're looking for a place to cool off, looks like that's the happening place. Well, I woke up early, decided I was going to come down and do some fishing. Really windy. I'm not sure if I'm going to do any good or not, since all I have are worms. But it's not the catching that you do when you're fishing. That's just the benefit. I'm down here on the South Fishing Pier. Inks Lake State Park. Stiff south wind. Keeps the bugs off of you anyway. So let's see if we can catch some fish. Man, it is windy, windy, windy. Almost too windy to be hanging out here.
I'm certainly not catching any fish. Even with the cast net, I've only been able to catch little bitty perch. I think I'm gonna move to another location. Well, I should have come over here in the first place. This is the peaceful fishing experience that I was hoping. I'm out of the wind. Water's pretty tranquil. It doesn't matter if the fish are biting. We're just relaxing and enjoying being at Inks Lake State Park. If I catch some, you'll know. Well, I caught something. Not what I was hoping to catch. Well, the tally so far, one big turtle, one small perch. Not too good day fishing. Well, any day fishing is a good day. If I catch them, I catch them. If I don't, I don't. Just hanging out here watching the day wake up is reward in itself. Would like to have some fish to put in the frying pan though. That would be a treat. All right, we've been cruising around. We pulled off on the side of the road overlooking the canyon where the Devil's Watering Hole is located. And right there is where I was fishing this morning. That patch of grass in the water is where I caught the turtle. Tex. What you doing, Tex? Come on, buddy. Sit. Sit. Good boy. You dancing dog? Good boy. Good boy. Morning. After breakfast, I'm gonna head over to the Longhorn Cavern State Park. Take a tour of the cavern. Share that with you guys.
Normally, you know, you like to go into the caverns on the hottest days, but hey, we're here, so we're gonna do it. Stay tuned.